Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome to our English learning family. We are so happy you are here today. If you find this video helpful, we would be so honored to have you as part of our community. Please consider subscribing to grow with us. Every step you take makes us proud.
Hi, Emma. Hi, everyone. I am so excited to learn today. My English is still a little slow, but I am ready to try.
That is the perfect attitude, Jack. Today, we are going to practice together. I will be speaking slowly and clearly so you can follow me. We are going to talk about a very simple but important topic, our daily morning routine.
Oh, I like that. I do the same things every morning, but I don't always know the right words in English.
Don't worry, Jack. We will learn them together. Remember, it is okay to make mistakes. Every mistake is a sign that you are learning. You are doing a great job just by being here.
Thank you, Emma. That makes me feel much better. What is the first thing we do in the morning?
Well, first, we wake up. But before we get out of bed, many people check their phones.
Yes, I do that. I check my messages and the weather.
Exactly. Now, let's try our first golden sentence for everyone watching. I wake up at 7 o'clock every morning.
I wake up at 7 o'clock every morning. Wow, that felt good to say clearly.
Great job, Jack. Your pronunciation is very clear. Now, let's move to the next part of the morning. After we wake up, we usually go to the kitchen.
Yes, I need my coffee. I cannot start my day without a hot cup of coffee.
I'm the same way. Coffee helps us feel awake. Let's look at a simple way to describe this. I make a fresh cup of coffee in the kitchen.
I make a fresh cup of coffee in the kitchen. Emma, is it okay if I drink tea instead?
Of course. You can say, I make a fresh cup of tea. The grammar stays exactly the same.
Oh, I see. That is easy to remember. What comes after coffee?
Usually we have breakfast. Some people eat eggs and some people eat toast. Jack, what do you usually eat?
I usually eat a piece of fruit and some yogurt. It's quick and healthy.
That is a great choice. Now, let's practice another golden sentence about breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. That is a long sentence, but I did it.
You did it perfectly. You are building your fluency piece by piece. Now, let's talk about getting ready for work or school. This involves getting dressed.
Getting dressed. That means putting on my clothes, right?
Yes, exactly. We pick out a shirt, some trousers, and our shoes.
Sometimes I take a long time to choose my clothes. I want to look nice.
That is very normal. Let's signal the next step. After we are dressed, we have to leave the house. I put on my coat and leave the house at 8:30.
I put on my coat and leave the house at 8:30. Excellent. You're following the rhythm of the language very well. How are you feeling so far, Jack? I feel confident. Speaking slowly helps me think about the sounds.
That is the secret. Slow is fast in language learning. If you practice slowly, your brain remembers the words better. I am so glad you feel confident, Jack. That is the most important part of learning. Now, let's move to the next part of our day. After we leave the house, we have to travel. Some people drive a car, and some people take the bus or the train.
I usually take the bus. It is a bit slow, but I can read my book or listen to this podcast.
That is a wonderful way to use your time. For our friends watching, let's practice a sentence about commuting. I take the bus to work every morning. Pause for 3 to 4 seconds for viewer to repeat.
I take the bus to work every morning. Emma, what if I walk?
Then you simply say, I walk to work. It is very simple. Now, let's talk about arriving at the office or your place of study. Usually, the first thing we do is say hello to our friends and colleagues.
Yes. I say, good morning, or how are you today?
Exactly. Being polite is very important in English. Let's try a golden sentence for a morning greeting. Good morning. It is nice to see you today. Pause for 3 to 4 seconds for viewer to repeat.
Good morning. It is nice to see you today. Oh, I like that one. It makes people smile.
It really does, Jack. Nods and smiles go a long way. Now let's look at the work itself. Most of us sit at a desk and use a computer.
Nod. I spend many hours at my desk. Sometimes my back gets a little tired.
I understand. It is good to stand up and stretch sometimes. Let's learn how to talk about our tasks. We can say, I have a lot of work to do today.
I have a lot of work to do today. Does a lot mean many things?
Yes, it means a large amount. Now, let's practice that for everyone at home. I have a lot of work to finish before lunch. Pause for 3 to 4 seconds for viewer to repeat.
I have a lot of work to finish before lunch. Wow, I'm really starting to feel the flow now.
You are doing amazing. Remember, if a sentence feels too long, just break it into small pieces. I have a lot of work. Then, to finish before lunch.
Oh, I see. Small pieces make it easier to breathe.
That is a great point, Jack. Breathing is very important for fluency. Now, let's signal what is coming next. Lunchtime.
My favorite part of the day. I am always hungry by 12 o'clock.
Me too. Some people bring a lunchbox from home and others go to a cafe.
I usually go to a small cafe near my office. I like to eat a sandwich and relax for a few minutes.
That sounds lovely. Let's practice ordering something simple. I would like a ham and cheese sandwich, please. Pause for 3 to 4 seconds for viewer to repeat.
I would like a ham and cheese sandwich, please. Emma, can I say I want instead of I would like?
I want is okay, but I would like is much more polite. In English, we use I would like when we ask for things in a shop or restaurant.
Oh, that makes sense. I want to be polite.
I know you do, Jack. You are a very kind learner. Now, after lunch, we often feel a little sleepy. We call this the afternoon slump.
The afternoon slump. What a funny name.
It just means we have less energy, so many people have another cup of tea or water to stay fresh.
I usually drink a big glass of water. It helps me focus on my computer screen.
That is very healthy. Let's try our next golden sentence. I drink plenty of water to stay hydrated. Pause for 3 to 4 seconds for viewer to repeat.
I drink plenty of water to stay hydrated. Hydrated is a big word, Emma.
It is. It just means your body has enough water. You pronounced it perfectly. You are doing a great job with these difficult words.
Thank you. I'm trying my best.
And your best is more than enough. Let's look at the end of the workday. This is when we finish or wrap up our tasks.
I love the feeling of finishing my work. I can finally go home and relax.
It is a great feeling. Let's signal the transition to the evening. I finish my work and head home at 5 o'clock. Pause for 3 to 4 seconds for viewer to repeat.
I finish my work and head home at 5 o'clock.
Perfect. Now, Jack, what is the first thing you do when you get home?
I take off my shoes and sit on the sofa for 5 minutes. I just need a moment of silence.
That is a very good way to relax your mind. We all need a little quiet time after a busy day. Nods. Silence is very peaceful, Jack. After a long day of speaking and listening, your brain needs to rest. You are doing a great job managing your energy.
Thank you, Emma. But after my 5 minutes of quiet, I usually feel hungry again. It is time for dinner.
Yes, the evening meal. In some countries, we call it dinner, and in others, supper. Most people cook at home in the evening.
I like to cook. It helps me relax. I usually make something simple, like pasta or rice with vegetables.
That sounds delicious and healthy. Let's practice a golden sentence about cooking at home. I enjoy cooking a healthy dinner for my family. Pause for 3 to 4 seconds for viewer to repeat.
I enjoy cooking a healthy dinner for my family. Emma, what if I live alone? Can I say, for myself?
Yes, exactly. I cook for myself. It is a great way to take care of your body.
Oh, I see. And after dinner, I have to wash the dishes. That is my least favorite part.
I agree, Jack. Washing dishes is not very fun, but it is part of the routine. Let's try to say it simply. I wash the dishes after we finish our meal. Pause for 3 to 4 seconds for viewer to repeat.
I wash the dishes after we finish our meal. Wow, my mouth is starting to feel more comfortable with these sounds.
That is because you are practicing fluency. Fluency is not about being fast, it's about being smooth. You are doing a wonderful job.
Thanks, Emma. Now let's talk about the best part of the evening, relaxing.
Yes. Now let's signal what comes after the chores. After the kitchen is clean, most people watch a movie, read a book, or talk to their friends.
I like to watch English movies. Sometimes I don't understand everything, but I try to listen to the sounds.
That is a perfect way to learn. Even if you don't understand every word, your ears are getting used to the language. Let's practice a sentence for movie lovers. I watch a movie with English subtitles every night. Pause for 3 to 4 seconds for viewer to repeat.
I watch a movie with English subtitles every night. Emma, are subtitles helpful?
Yes, they are very helpful for A1 and A2 learners. They help you connect the sound of the word to the spelling. It's like a map for your ears.
A map for my ears. I like that. It makes sense.
Now let's talk about the final part of the day, going to bed. This is when we prepare for sleep so we have energy for tomorrow.
I brush my teeth and put on my pajamas. Then I turn off the lights.
Perfect. Let's try one more golden sentence for the end of the day. I go to sleep early so I can feel fresh tomorrow. Pause for 3 to 4 seconds for viewer to repeat.
I go to sleep early so I can feel fresh tomorrow.
Excellent, Jack. You have completed the whole day in English. How do you feel?
I feel proud. I talked about my morning, my work, my lunch, and my evening. I use so many new words.
And you used them very well. Remember, dear viewers, it is okay to be slow. Taking your time is a sign of a good learner. You are making great progress every single day.
Wow, I am really happy. But Emma, what about the weekend? My routine is very different on Saturdays and Sundays.
That is true. The weekend is for resting and hobbies. Let's signal our next topic. Weekend fun.
On Saturdays, I don't wake up at 7 o'clock. I sleep until 9.
That is called sleeping in. It is a very popular weekend activity. Let's practice that phrase. I love to sleep in on Saturday mornings. Pause for 3 to 4 seconds for viewer to repeat.
I love to sleep in on Saturday mornings. Oh, that is a very useful phrase.
It really is. Now, after we wake up late, many people go for a walk in the park.
Yes, I love the fresh air and the green trees. It makes me feel very calm.
Nature is wonderful for our health. Let's try a sentence about the park. The park is very beautiful and quiet on the weekend. Pause for 3 to 4 seconds for viewer to repeat.
The park is very beautiful and quiet on the weekend.
Great job, Jack. Your th sound in the and beautiful was very clear.
Thank you, Emma. I'm trying to focus on my tongue and my breath, just like you said.
Nods. Focusing on your breath is the secret to a calm voice. You are doing a wonderful job, Jack. Now, let's signal the next part of our weekend. After the park, Many people meet their friends for a meal or a chat.
Yes, I love meeting my friends at a small cafe. We talk about our week and tell jokes. It makes me feel very happy.
Laughter is the best medicine for a busy week. Let's practice a golden sentence about meeting friends. I meet my friends for lunch every Saturday afternoon. Pause for 3 to 4 seconds for viewer to repeat.
I meet my friends for lunch every Saturday afternoon. Emma, what if I meet them for dinner?
Then you just change the word. I meet my friends for dinner. The structure stays the same.
Oh, I see. It is like building with blocks. I can change one block and the sentence still works.
That is a perfect way to think about it, Jack. You are a natural teacher. Now, let's talk about hobbies. Some people play sports, and some people like to stay home and read.
I like to play football with my brothers. It is very fun, but I get very tired.
Football is a great way to stay healthy. Let's try a sentence for our sporty viewers. I like to play football in the park with my brothers. Pause for 3 to 4 seconds for viewer to repeat.
I like to play football in the park with my brothers. Wow, that was a long one, but I kept my breath steady.
You did! Your pacing is getting much better. Now, let's look at Sunday. Sunday is often a day for family and preparing for the new week.
Yes, on Sunday evenings, I look at my calendar. I see what meetings I have on Monday.
That is very smart. It helps you feel ready. We call this planning ahead. Let's practice that phrase. I plan my week on Sunday evening to stay organized. Pause for 3 to 4 seconds for viewer to repeat.
I plan my week on Sunday evening to stay organized. Organized. That means everything is in its place, right?
Exactly. Your mind feels clear when you are organized. Now, before we finish today, I want to give you a golden booster.
Nods. I'm listening, Emma.
Learning a language is like climbing a mountain. Sometimes it feels steep and sometimes you feel tired. But look down. Look how far you have already come. You are speaking, you are listening, and you are understanding. You are doing a wonderful job.
Thank you, Emma. I really needed to hear that. Sometimes I forget how much I've learned.
We all forget sometimes. That's why we practice together. Now, let's do one final golden sentence for our daily life. I am becoming more confident in English every single day. Pause for 3 to 4 seconds for viewer to repeat.
I am becoming more confident in English every single day. I really believe that now.
And I believe in you too. Let's signal the end of our lesson today. We have talked about routines, work, weekends, and feelings.
We did so much. My head feels full of good words.
That is a good kind of full. Remember to listen to this video again tomorrow. Repetition is how the words stay in your memory.
I will, Emma. I will listen while I drink my morning coffee.
That is a perfect plan. Thank you so much for joining us today. You were a wonderful student, Jack.
And you are a wonderful teacher. Bye-bye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone. Remember, stay patient, stay kind to yourself, and keep practicing. We will see you in the next video. Happy learning!